All right, so we are doing a little box walkthrough. So first of all, I want you to take out, and I don't have it, the welcome kit. Do you have that with it's like a cardboard case?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you open that up, that has the measuring tape in it. It has the program guide in it. Has a CD that I want you to listen to, next time you're in the car or something, on how to do the cleanse. It has the catalog. That's a big one too. I want you to take the catalog out and peruse that.
Okay.
So that has everything in there to set you up for success. And in that program guide is a chart on where to take your measurements and everything.
Okay.
So follow that. Don't, a lot of guys just do, I'll just measure my waist and that's good enough. Do follow it everywhere, because it's amazing the places people release weight that you wouldn't even think of, like your neck, for example, etc.
Right.
And then, in our Facebook group, there's the top picture actually is also how to take your measurements. So it shows you where visually, not just words of where and everything. So is that all in there? You have your measuring tape, and you have to kind of dig right in where all the printed material is.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yep, measuring tape I got.
Excellent. So this is something that's really important to go over, because a lot of people never open that. Like, you haven't yet. You've been going through everything, but you hadn't even opened that. And that's a part that when you're coaching people is important, because sometimes it gets neglected because they think, oh, that's business stuff or whatever. I don't need that, but it does have important resources in there. All right.
Right.
Then the next thing is I'm going to start with my very, very favorite product, and the one that will start your day every day. For me, it starts my day and ends my day, but that is the Ionic Supreme. And I believe you got the liquid. Otherwise,
yes, I did.
Canister. So this is refrigerated, and make sure to always give it a really, really good shake, because it's very mineral dense. And John Anderson, our formulator, is known as the Mineral Man. So this is filled with minerals and adaptogens, and those minerals settle to the bottom. You'll notice even when you pour your shot that by the time I drink it, there's stuff on the bottom, and that's all that really good minerals. And the best way to do it is to kind of just swish it around a little bit, because it actually starts to absorb in your mouth, through your tongue and everything. It starts to go in right away. And if somebody was going to take away my Isagenix for whatever reason, this would be the last thing they would get out of the clutches. This is something I would not go a day without. And one of the biggest benefits of it, I think, it helps the body handle stress. So whether that's athletic stress, emotional stress, mental stress, work stress, whatever it is, it helps the body adapt to that. And in the morning, I feel like it helps wake me up, and I take it at bedtime as well, and helps me go to sleep. But for you right now, you can just start with that 1 ounce a day, first thing in the morning. It's the first thing that hits my stomach every morning, and then continue from there, because this is 32 ounces, so that'll last you a month doing 1 ounce a day. Okay.
So like I said, you don't have to, you just take it directly, right? Just measure out an ounce and put it in. Yeah. I was adding it to water this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, I
think I watered it down.
I love it straight up, swish it around, but some people drink it as a tea or whatever, but I love it just like a little chug-a-lug.
I'll do straight up. Okay.
Then the other thing that you will have every day, of course, are your vitamins.
Yep.
And I don't know if you saw how that opens. Oh, here, have you? Oh, yes.
I opened it from the top of the box.
So look,
there you go.
A little thing. You can just sit them on your counter.
Okay.
And they pop right there. Yeah.
Perfect.
So AM and PM pack. A lot of people tend to forget the PM pack. So I try to have it with, my evening shake, or with dinner if I'm having dinner with dinner, because if it doesn't get done by then, I do often forget it. And some people keep their PM packs in the bathroom. So that's another good option. So you can have your Ionics and then have your morning vitamins with your shake. So that brings us to the shake. Hey, honey. Okay. Can you bring me some cleanse and some water, please, love? So I think you should have 4 canisters of this. Unless you got some travel packets, then you would have canisters and boxes, but a total of 4.
I have 4. I have the Iceland strawberry. I have 2 of the decadent chocolate. And I got the, I think it's called the kosher vanilla.
Yeah. The kosher vanilla, and just so you know for future, The difference is I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon, and the French vanilla is very cinnamony. So now you can ask people, do you like a lot of cinnamon? If they do, you would get them the French vanilla. If not, this one is, the one you got is a little more neutral.
Okay.
So, yeah. Now, the cool thing is that with the shakes, you can also sort of mix it up to get more flavors. For example, you can do a scoop of vanilla and a scoop of chocolate together, which is a different flavor. You can do a scoop of chocolate and a scoop of strawberry, which is like chocolate covered strawberries. So there are lots of different things you can do.
Oh, great.
And you might have to dig in there to find the scoop because it can get a little buried. So that's
yes.
And I just suggest filling it to the line right there. But you don't have to, you don't have to get all specific. And until you until you figure out how you like it, I suggest doing no more than 8 ounces of water and ice together. So maybe throw in about 4 ice cubes, then fill it to 8 ounces of water. And the longer you blend it, the creamier it gets. So I like it really creamy. And with the chocolate, for example, you'll notice that it gets lighter colored the longer you blend it. And
yes, I noticed that.
Yeah, so it becomes kind of like a frosty almost.
Yeah.
And you want to drink your shake within 10 minutes of making it because of all the digestive enzymes.
Okay.
And then the texture just starts to change after that. So it's really good to, you don't want to like pre-mix it and take it to work and let it sit somewhere all day.
Okay.
Drink it later. And the ideal protocol is to have your shake in the morning. Then if you have any kind of, snacks are of course healthy, either your little ISA snacks or fruit or veggies or whatever, and then have a full knife and fork meal at lunch, not just like a salad and a hard-boiled egg, but a full meal, and then a shake for dinner. Ideally, it's best to start that way because the shakes have a lot of liquid fiber, and unless you're used to taking a lot of fiber in your diet, it can be a little bit much for the tummy. Once you're cleansed and you're used to the program, if you want to do shake dinner, that's fine too. But if you can really follow the protocol, that's the ideal way. And people who have weight to lose, that is the ideal way to do it. The other thing then you will be doing is the natural accelerators. And you can take one mid-morning and one mid-afternoon. Now, if you're on the go and it's more convenient for you just to take it with your shake, not that there's not going to be any harm done with that, okay? The only thing people sometimes, if people are not used to B vitamins or they're a little low in Bs, then doing, like if you were to do, once we get to the cleanse, say Ionix, cleanse, and this all together, you could get a little niacin flush, which isn't dangerous. It's just weird. It's kind of this itchy feeling, and then it goes away. So it's a little better to break it up until your body gets used to all this good nutrition. And then another everyday thing would be your ISA flush, and I think up there in Canada it's called ISA Comfort, but it still, I believe, has a yellow lid.
Yes.
Yeah, ISA Comfort. Okay.
Yes, it does.
So 1 to 2 at night, and a lot of people think that. And I'm probably not giving you time to write on stuff, am I? So you can write with your Sharpie on there, 1 to 2. It's not a laxative or anything, but it does help with oxygenating the colon and just getting rid of all that mucoid plaque and getting all that stuff out of your system. So don't be worried about it doing something weird to you. But start with 1 in the evening, and you can certainly take 2 in the evening, no problem, or 1 in the evening and 1 in the morning. And if people ever have, sometimes this cleanse, because it is so fiber rich, it's not the kind of poopy cleanse like some people have heard of, where I did that. I did one called the Wild, I won't mention it. I did one years ago, and I was on the toilet for a week, and I was scared to ever cleanse again. But some people actually have the opposite problem and don't go. So they can actually take up to 8 a day. So they could take like 3 or 4 at bedtime, 2 in the morning, and 2 at lunch. So there's no danger in taking more of these if needed.
Yeah.
All right.
That really impresses me. Bathroomless cleanse.
The other thing I personally have daily are the ISA Delight chocolates.
Yeah.
And what I do, these are best had on an empty stomach. So without any protein in your stomach. So I like to while it's still in the little package, I break it into 4. I just break it in half and then break it in half again. And I just savor and each piece and let it melt in my mouth, and it's just yummy, yummy, yummy. And what this is, it's actually an amino acid supplement with green tea and B vitamins. So it was developed by a Canadian pain doctor, and it helps curb appetite, boost mood, and elevate, and boost your mood and boost your energy.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. The other thing then that you can have every day is, these aren't mandatory every day, except on cleanse days you must have these. So we'll go over that. But the little Isa snacks, and when I heard about snacks, I thought I was getting cookies or something, but these are just little lozenges. And what I recommend is instead of chewing it up, just put it in your mouth and suck on it like a lozenge. First of all, on a cleanse day, it'll keep your mouth busy longer. Secondly, a lot of people find that it's a little chalky to chew it up all at once. So I just kind of stick it in my cheek and let it dissolve. And I love the wild berry ones because they taste like sweet tarts.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay.
Stephanie, for the Isodent Lights, those are just for cleanse days, or are they for shake days as well?
No, you can have those but definitely make sure you save enough to have 2 to 4 for each class. So you'll have to 4 cleanse days. So you want to at least save half your box for your cleanse days.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they make cleanse days much, much more enjoyable.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Now you also got some e-shots, did you, with your program?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So these, again, in the fridge as well. Really shake them because there's a lot of sediment on the bottom.
Okay.
And these I just call my nap in a bottle. So, if you're kind of feeling a little draggy in the afternoon, or if you're going to the gym, have it before your workout, or have it in the middle of the afternoon as a little pick-me-up instead of a cup of coffee or a soda, which a lot of people do here.
Right.
And it's nothing jittery or that's going to make you all jumpy. It literally, to me, it feels like I just had a 40-minute power snooze, and I just woke up from a great little power nap.
Oh, great. And
then you also got some bars, right?
Yes, I did. Yes. Yep.
So this can be used 2 ways. One, if you can't have a shake and you're on the go or something, this can be in place of your shake. It's a little lower in the protein, 5 grams less, and it doesn't have the digestive enzymes. Other than that, it's a full meal replacement. The other thing you can do is cut them up sometimes and put them in a little Ziploc baggie and just snack on them throughout the day.
Oh, great.
Those are super handy and yummy and delicious. Okay. And that takes us then to Cleanse for Life. So the cleanse days I recommend that you do, I know you have a pretty heavy schedule right now.
Right.
But try to find 2 days that are going to be lighter days for you.
Sure.
And do your 2 cleanse days on those days. And then, so to get the deep cleansing, you can do as many shake days leading up to it as you'd like. And then do 2 cleanse days, 5 shake days, and end it with 2 more cleanse days. And that 9-day period, that 9-day protocol is the most important to really stick as closely as possible to the program. That's the kind of the magic, when the magic happens. So if you got, I think you got 1 of each, 1 liquid and 1 powder, did you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, the liquid and the powder.
Okay. So on the liquid, you can write 4 ounces, 4 times a day.
Write this on here. Just give me a second here. 4 ounces, 4 times a day. Okay.
And that you want to, even though it's liquid, add water to it, because it helps with water intake and it dilutes the taste. Some people like it straight, like Christine and Pedro, they love drinking it straight. I don't personally, but
okay.
And then when you're using the powder, you're going to mix that also with water, and you're doing 2 scoops 4 times a day.
Okay, a second here.
Some people make the mistake of just, doing 1 scoop, and that's not enough. Each serving is 2 scoops, and they're just little bitty scoops like that. It's not the shake scoops. There's a little scooper in there.
Too small. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much water am I taking with that?
That you can adjust for what you like flavor-wise.
Okay.
We had about 6 to 8 ounces. You can drink that as a tea, like cold with ice, or you can drink it if you prefer it warm, like some people get cold on cleanse days, and that's normal because all the blood is coming from your extremities into your organs as you're cleansing. So you can
Okay.
sometimes get a little chilly. So you can do it, boil water, but then let the water cool off till you can dip your finger in it, then mix your cleanse juice or add an ice cube or whatever so it's more tepid,
Okay.
because you don't want to have it boiling and add it then. And then you can drink it as a tea. And
Okay.
that's something you can do with your ionics as well, at night. Some people drink it as a tea.
Okay.
So you have your cleanse day schedule and your shake day schedule. We already talked about the shakes ideally being, shake, snack, meal, snack, shake.
Okay. Right.
And on cleanse days, again, you still start with your Ionic Supreme in the morning. But you're not going to have your shake, obviously. Then you'll have cleanse and you'll have snacks, and you're basically every hour or two, you're either drinking water, having a snack, having a cleanse, having an Iso Delight. So there's always something going on.
Going on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's amazing. One thing people find is that they also save a ton of time on this program, with cooking and cleaning up and shopping and all of that. So
Right.
that's something you might find, observe that if you're like, wow, I don't have to clean up the dinner dishes now. It's just rinse out my blender and
Yeah.
away we go. So now, what else, did you get anything else in there? Were there little sample shakers in there?
What else did I get in here? Of course, I have the ISO blender. We have the This is Building Tools that I have in my pack.
Mm-hmm.
This is Builder Tools. Of course, I have the 30-day system here with the scheduler. It has the schedule for both the cleanse days and the shake days.
Okay.
I have here. So, and I think there's a CD as well that came with it.
Yeah. So that's good to listen to. So big part of this really is preparing. So on your cleanse day,
Okay.
make sure that you have your little snacks. If you're going to be out and about, have your little snacks in a Ziploc bag, maybe with your accelerator and an Iso Delight. Just throw it all in a little baggie. Make sure you have enough water with you. Make sure you take cleanse juice with you. That you can pre-mix, because sometimes people think, I'll be home in an hour and I'll have my next cleanse, and then you get going. You're out there busy and you're not making it home for your cleanse, and then it's a time for a cleanse serving and you're 3 hours late.
Right.
To catch up. So, prep all your stuff in the morning and make sure you have it all with you and ready to go. The other thing with the shakes you can do, if you do take it with you, do you have any kind of a shaker bottle or shaker cup?
That's probably something I think I was just thinking this morning, I should probably maybe get some shaker cups or containers to get something on the go.
Yeah. So then all you do is you put your 2 scoops in there and then add water and ice once you're out, and just give it a really good shake. But we have those in our back office, the shaker cups. I prefer the one with the little blender ball in it.
Okay.
But if you can't wait till your next order, you can certainly pick that up somewhere like a London Drugs, or most grocery stores have those kinds of things as well.
Shaker cups with blender balls, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have some that have the screen in the top, but I think the blender ball does a better shake, personally.
Okay.
For me.
Perfect. Excellent. I can check my back. I can check my back office for the some of those products and things too as well if I need to. Awesome.
And then as you're having your products, just kind of think about which ones do you like, which shake is your favorite, and all that. And then in a couple of weeks we'll go through your auto ship and make sure you're getting what you like and everything. So are there any questions specific to the program? And if not, then I'll stop recording and we can do your back office walkthrough.
Right. I think this is the biggest thing, was just making sure I knew how much water to take with everything. I know they talked about, I think, half your body weight or something, depending on how much water to be hydrating yourself, depending whether it's a shake day or even a cleanse day. I just want to make sure I'm clear about how much water I should be taking with everything.
And that's really surprising if you measure it out. Like, we actually started measuring, portioning out, how many ounces is this and how many of these am I drinking a day? And I thought I was drinking lots of water, but I wasn't drinking half my body weight. So it's half your
Yeah.
body weight in ounces. So somebody who weighs 200 pounds needs to drink 100 ounces of water. And somebody who's super active or an athlete even needs to increase that more.
Okay. So half a body weight in ounces, you said, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, excellent. I didn't realize that you could actually mix the shakes. That's really great.
Mm-hmm.
The milk, the shakes are very, very good. Excellent.
Good.
I don't think there's anything else right now, Stephanie, outside of that that I have. What I did when I went through my box, they gave us a little checklist here of what the items were.
Oh,
So
good.
I had to pull that up there. So what I did was I went through it and I checked off what I had to make sure I had everything that we'd ordered. So
Yeah. And you had everything we talked about. So 1 ionics, 2 cleanses.
yeah, the
and then
powder and the
3
cleansed liquid, and then exactly the E-Shot, the isobars, isolene bars, the isodelites. Yeah, product B, everything's all there. So
Yeah. So you are set up in your little blender. Okay, well, I'm going to stop the recording.
sure, sure.